In the world of high fashion, this single bag can command a price of over $5,000.
Collectors prize it for its unique grain, soft texture, and extreme durability.
But behind the glamours of the showroom floor lies a supply chain that many prefer to keep in the shadows.
This is the reality of the exotic leather industry, where biology meets heavy industry. Today, we reveal exactly how macaque skins are processed, tanned, and transformed into million-dollar products.
Leather is a staple of modern life, but while cowhide is common, exotic leathers like macaque occupy a controversial niche.
These skins are sourced from specific regions, often under strict, yet sometimes murky, trade regulations.
Our journey begins at the tannery's receiving dock, where the raw material arrives in bulk.
These skins arrive heavily salted to prevent decomposition during transport from the harvest site.
The salt draws out moisture and kills bacteria, freezing the biological clock of the skin.
Before any processing begins, workers must sort the skins by size and check for visible damage.
Scars, insect bites, or bullet holes can ruin the value of the leather, downgrading it immediately.
Once sorted, the skins enter the beam house, the wettest and most chemical-intensive part of the factory.
The first step is rehydration, or soaking, to wash away the salt and dirt. Thousands of liters of water are pumped in to restore the moisture content of the skins to a natural state.
As the drum rotates, the skins tumble against each other, loosening dirt and dissolving the preservation salts. The wastewater is dark and salty, carrying away the initial impurities from the transport phase.
Next comes the liming process, where lime and sulfides are added to the mix.
This harsh alkaline solution attacks the hair follicles and the epidermis.
For leather, we need the skin, not the fur. This chemical bath burns the hair off completely.
Workers check to ensure the grain is clean and the hair is fully dissolved. The skins are now swollen with water and chemicals, looking rubbery and pale. They are immediately fed into the fleshing machine.
Sharp spiral blades strip away any remaining meat, fat, or tissue from the underside of the hide. This step is crucial to ensure the leather is uniform in thickness and won't rot from the inside out.
The skins are now clean, hairless, and ready for the actual chemical transformation.
But first, the pH balance must be corrected. The skins are currently dangerous to touch due to the high alkalinity.
Acids and ammonium salts are added to neutralize the lime, a process called deliming.
Technicians carefully monitor the pH levels. If they get this wrong, the leather will be brittle.
Now begins the most critical stage, tanning.
For modern exotic leathers, chromium salts are often used, turning the liquid a bright blue.
The chromium ions bind to the collagen fibers in the skin, permanently altering their structure.
This process can take up to 24 hours, ensuring the chemicals penetrate all the way through.
When the drum stops, the biological skin has officially become a stable material.
The skins are now blue. In the industry, this is called wet blue stock.
At this stage, the material is rot-proof and can be stored for months if necessary.
But they are still soaked with water. They need to be wrung out.
The The sammying machine uses heavy felt rollers to squeeze out excess moisture under high pressure.
This reduces the water content significantly, preparing the leather for splitting and shaving.
Precision is key. Luxury goods require an exact thickness, down to the millimeter.
The shaving machine levels the backside of the leather, ensuring it is perfectly even. The waste from this process is collected and disposed of separately. Inspectors check the wet blue again. Any hidden defects usually show up clearly now. Now the skins go back into a drum for retanning and dyeing.
This is where the leather gets its character. Sintans, fat liquors, and dyes are weighed with pharmacy-like precision.
Hot water is used to help the dye penetrate deep into the fiber structure.
For this batch, we are creating a classic deep black finish.
Fat liquors, special oils, are added now to lubricate the fibers so the leather won't be stiff when it dries.
When they emerge, the blue is gone, replaced by the rich base color of the final product. Workers carefully smooth out the skins on racks to prevent wrinkles from setting in.
Next, the moisture must be removed in a controlled environment.
If dried too fast, the leather shrinks. If too slow, it could mold.
Some high-end skins are vacuum dried. A heated plate lowers, and a vacuum sucks the water out instantly.
This method creates a very smooth, flat grain, ideal for luxury wallets.
The dried leather, known as crust, feels stiff and boardy at this stage.
To soften it, it passes through a staking machine. Mechanical pins massage and stretch the fibers, breaking the stiffness without damaging the grain.
Now, the leather has that luxurious, soft drape that designers pay for.
We now move to the finishing department. This is where the leather becomes water-resistant and glossy.
Automatic spray guns apply thin coats of pigments and sealants. For a glossy look, the leather is ironed under high heat and pressure.
This locks in the oils and gives the macaque skin its signature sheen.
Leather is sold by the square foot. An electronic scanner calculates the exact area of each skin. The finished hides are stacked and prepared for shipment to fashion houses.
But the journey isn't over. Now comes the craftsmanship.
A master cutter examines the hide, planning where to place the pattern templates.
They must avoid any natural defects and align the grain pattern for the best visual effect.
For exotic skins, cutting is often done by hand, not laser, to ensure absolute precision.
One mistake here could cost hundreds of dollars in wasted material. The edges are skived or thinned down so they can be folded over without creating bulk. This allows for delicate, invisible seams in the final product.
Strong, flexible adhesives are applied to bond the leather to the lining materials. Exotic leather is often reinforced with other materials to give the bag its structure. Stitching exotic leather is unforgiving. Once the needle makes a hole, it is permanent.
The operator must get it right the first time. There is no undo button.
seams are hammered flat to ensure a clean, professional finish.
The raw edges are hand-painted with multiple layers of rubberized paint.
This seals the leather and prevents fraying, adding a refined look.
Finally, the metal hardware is attached, often gold or palladium plated.
Every fingerprint is wiped away.
The bag is stuffed to maintain its shape and placed into a dust bag.
What started as a raw skin in a salty bundle is now a luxury object.
The transformation is total. The chemical and mechanical processes have erased all signs of the organic origin.
But before it leaves, quality control is rigorous.
Rub tests ensure the dye won't transfer to your clothing.
Flex tests ensure the finish won't crack after years of use.
The material must be strong enough to hold daily items without tearing.
Inspectors look for any chemical residues or surface imperfections invisible to the naked eye.
Only the flawless pieces make it to the boutique. The rest are discarded. This facility processes thousands of skins a month, feeding a global appetite for luxury.
It is an industry that relies heavily on potent chemistry and manual labor. Modern tanneries must also manage massive amounts of toxic wastewater to meet environmental standards.
Filtration systems clean the water before it returns to the environment, though this technology is expensive.
As the day ends, the drums keep spinning, preparing the next batch. From the jungle to the salt pile, through the chemical bath, and onto the artisan's table.
The journey of macaque leather is a complex mix of biology, chemistry, and craftsmanship. When you see a product like this in a store window, you are looking at the end of a long, industrial chain.
It is a product of high demand, high skill, and high controversy.
Whether one agrees with the trade or not, the process itself is a marvel of manufacturing engineering.
Let's look closer at the assembly, as this is where the value truly skyrockets.
The interior lining is cut with the same precision as the exterior.
A mistake on the inside is just as unacceptable as one on the outside.
Hot stamping applies the brand's logo. Heat and pressure permanently deboss the leather.
Often, gold foil is transferred during this step for that signature luxury look.
This small mark signifies the brand's guarantee of quality.
Handles endure the most stress, so they are reinforced with a rope core.
The macaque leather is wrapped tightly around the core and stitched.
Some handles are hand-stitched using 2 needles for extra strength.
Every loose thread is cauterized or trimmed flush.
The bottom of the bag often contains metal feet to protect the leather from the floor.
Studs are riveted into place, ensuring they never come loose.
The leather is worked over a wooden mold to define the corners.
Artisans gently hammer the corners to ensure they are sharp and symmetrical.
High-end zippers are polished so they glide smoothly without catching.
The zipper is sewn in perfectly straight, parallel lines.
Some bags are sewn inside out and then carefully turned right side out. This requires strength and care, as forcing it could wrinkle the pristine leather. Once turned, the bag takes its final volumetric form. If a flaw is found now, the bag cannot be sold. It is destroyed to protect the brand.
It is a painful waste, but necessary for maintaining exclusivity.
The survivors move to the final packaging station.
Acid-free paper is used to ensure no chemical reaction happens during storage.
A soft felt bag protects the leather from dust and light.
The box itself is often a piece of engineering, designed to hold the bag snugly. Every detail contributes to the unboxing experience for the customer.
From here, they are dispatched to boutiques in Paris, New York, and Tokyo. High-value storage areas are strictly monitored.
The logistics of luxury goods involves secure, insured transport. While the bags fly first class, the factory continues its dirty, wet work. Hygiene in the tannery is a constant battle against organic waste. Maintenance crews work through the night to keep the machines running.
A dull blade can tear a valuable skin, costing the company thousands.
It is a 24-hour operation, driven by global demand.
We have traced the entire life cycle of this controversial material.
It's not just bags. Belts, wallets, and shoes all start in those same wooden drums. Each product carries the unique biological signature of the animal it came from.
The transformation from raw skin to refined luxury is undeniably impressive.
It bridges the gap between the messy reality of nature and the pristine world of fashion.
This is the dark, complex, and lucrative reality of the macaque leather industry.